In the last 2 years, Minnesota has released 800 criminal aliens back onto the streets before ICE could pick them up. ICE says, hey, can you guys hold them? And Minnesota says, nope, jailbreak. Now, if Minnesota can hold them for us and give us the lowdown on where they're holed up, ICE doesn't have to be doing dangerous manhunts and sweeping neighborhoods. Seems like a good deal, right? Well, the Minnesota mob wants these bad guys gone, right? They're just trying to protect the nonviolent grandmas and the dishwashers, comprende? No. The Minnesota militia storms the Capitol today.
Justice delayed is justice denied. Justice delayed is justice denied. And they could shoot and murder him. Any one of us could be the next name.
Walz is under siege for helping Trump target only the criminals. They always say we have to focus on the worst first. That's a lie. They want the worst to stay. The city council, they want ICE out.
We want the 2,000+ agents that are still here today occupying our communities and putting them at harm's risk for being abducted or even shot and killed. We want them out. We don't want swapsies. So until that demand is fulfilled, there is simply not a satisfying moment in this change.
Walz just admitted he's been harboring criminal aliens in his state. He cut a deal to hand them over, and the city council's blowing up the deal? Well, you can't call ICE the Gestapo and then start cooperating with the Gestapo, I guess.
He has likened his situation to Anne Frank in the Holocaust. He has said that ICE is your Gestapo army. And then you guys speak on the phone. I'm fascinated by that conversation.
It couldn't have been a nicer conversation. And in fact, I said to my people, I said, it's hard to believe that's the same guy I watch on television, or I watch in the debate not doing so well, or because we had a very reasonable conversation, very good conversation. If you believe the conversation, he'd like to get this thing over with.
Here's what's really going on. Walz is a lame duck. He's not running again. And the Justice Department is showering him with subpoenas over Somali fraud. And his staff was caught in a cover-up. So he's trying to throw Trump a bone with ICE. All right, we'll hand over the bad guys if you go easy on me with the fraud. I'll even give you Omar. Just take it easy on me. Now, Walz doesn't have any money for lawyers. He's broke. Once he's out of office, he might have to pay out of pocket to defend himself. Trump's also asking Minnesota for its voter rolls. That's touchy. Walz is under a lot of pressure to hand a lot of stuff over, or else he could be spending his retirement in court. But Bearded Pete doesn't want to see peace in the streets. Anyone running for president has to fight Trump till the bell rings.
Hi, it's Pete. And for the millions of Americans who have been making your voice heard, I want to recognize just how much of an impact that's having. Even just in the last few hours, we have seen some of the strongest proof yet that you are not powerless. All of this is showing that political pressure works.
Congressman Ro Khanna from California, who thinks he's running for president, flew to Minneapolis for a photo op. And when he met the mob, he almost wet himself.
These cameras. I'm not here for y'all. There's two ways you're gonna play this game, pimp. We were nice. This brother was a nurse. Now they're willing to kill our nurses. So when you go back to Capitol Hill, tell them I said it. If they bring their asses here, with us, it's gonna get worse.
Democrats running for president are so scared of their base, they're getting put on a leash, and they're not even house trained. The governor from Kentucky, also running for president, says ICE needs permission to visit his state, and they need a warrant every time they want to arrest an illegal.
Well, the first thing we have to do is demand that they pull these officers out of all of our cities and that they fully retrain every single one of them. The idea that they have a memo that says they can just barge into someone's house without a real warrant is I mean, I guess they missed the day they taught law in law school.
We have to get a warrant from a judge every time we arrest an illegal? Biden let 20 million illegals in. We need 20 million warrants? First of all, that's not the law. Second of all, you think these liberal judges are signing off on warrants for migrants? Judges are helping sneak illegals out of the courtroom before ICE can nab them. Obama deported 3 million migrants. He didn't have to get warrants. If you needed a warrant for every time you arrested a migrant, they could just stay inside their apartment all day and collect welfare. Democrats are saying they can raid the president's house, but not Jose's. Senator Van Hollen believes that illegals can move into Maryland, but ICE can't follow them there.
We need to make sure, in my view, that mayors and governors of states provide consent before ICE or Border Patrol come into their cities and states in these big numbers. ICE, the number of people in ICE now, it's bigger than the armies of many countries.
Democrats believe that illegals have more of a right to operate in the United States than ICE agents do. That's not how the Democratic Party used to roll. When Kate Steinle was murdered by a criminal illegal in Sanctuary, San Francisco, over 10 years back, Hillary said San Francisco had blood on its hands.
Any city should listen to the Department of Homeland Security, which, as I understand it, urged them to deport this man again after he got out of prison another time. You know, here's a case where we've deported. He ends back up in our country. And I think the city made a mistake. The city made a mistake not to deport someone that the federal government strongly felt should be deported.
How did we go from crooked to Crockett?
I know that slave patrols were some sort of military-like-ish policing force that was going out and grabbing and disappearing people based upon their skin color. People were having to walk around and show their papers. Yeah, that is what it looks like. That's what it looks like to me.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.